Okay, so we talked about how important it is to go all in on your ads and how if you aren't all in, you're just gonna flush the money down the toilet. I mean, honestly, if you aren't all in on ads, you might as well go use the money and take a vacation because you have a better time than trying to make ads work
Honestly.
if you aren't in, honestly.
Yeah.
And so, what I want to do here is I'm going to share some advice from the perspective of a business owner and things that I wish somebody had sat down and told me when I first decided to go all in and use advertising to attract leads, to get consistent income, all the things that advertising can do. This is what I wish someone had told me. And I want you to imagine that Rose and I have taken you out to coffee, okay? We're at a coffee shop, we're sitting down, we don't have our phones out, and we're just enjoying coffee or tea if you're a tea drinker, and we're just sharing this information. And so the best way for you to absorb this is for you to put away all your distractions and just soak it in like you're a sponge. So I'm going to share some things from my perspective, and then Rose is going to potentially add anything that she felt I missed or anything she wants to add at the end, and we're going to take it from there. Okay, so first thing that you need to know is that running ads is a skill set. It's a skill, and it's actually a pretty difficult skill set, right? Wouldn't you say? Like it's a
Yeah.
difficult one to learn.
Yeah. Hmm.
And
For
so
sure.
we feel that you need to give yourself patience as you navigate this. You're not going to be good at this right away. You're going to have a
Hmm.
lot. It's going to have a learning curve, and it's okay. And just go into it thinking like I'm a new person learning a new skill and it is unrealistic to expect to be perfect at this right away. You wouldn't go and expect to be perfect at baseball right away. You wouldn't go and expect to be a perfect painter right away. You would know that there's a learning curve and a pretty difficult one, and that's going to set your expectations for how this is going to go because otherwise you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get discouraged, and you're going to give up. Second thing, and I think Rose, you can also maybe add something to this because we've both experienced this, is that a lot of mastering ads comes down to your ability to self regulate your own emotions, right?
Yes. 100%. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot make knee jerk reactions or you'll sabotage
Yeah.
yourself. So maybe you could
Yeah.
speak to that because I know you've experienced that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is weird how emotional it feels, but it kind of makes sense because, right, it's so much money that you're putting on the line. So, of course, you want it to do well. But I have noticed the times that I'm feeling the most emotional, and this was more towards the beginning of my journey, but even it still happens sometimes now, the ads perform way worse because I make poor decisions based on what I'm feeling. And so I'll turn off ads that, maybe just needed a day or two more to like be profitable, or I'll like just freak out and like, just, I don't know, you just like hit buttons and you just stress and it's never good. It never ends well. And so the more you can take your emotions out of it, and it's very difficult, but the more you can, the better you will do. That's just a fact. So,
Yeah, I think that's it.
yeah.
That you make poor decisions when you're freaking out and in a state of scarcity mode and
Mhm.
mode. So
Yeah.
yeah, mastering ads comes down to self-regulating your emotions. And to that point, you need to start acting and thinking way calmer than you actually are. It's very much a fake it till you make it thing. You're not going to feel
Mhm.
calm, but act like you are. So
Yes.
intensely riding that emotional roller coaster of advertising, frankly, which happens because Facebook does not give a shit if you live or die, only hurts you. You're only the person that gets hurt.
It's
So
true.
they just
Yeah.
don't care. And so that leads me to something that I think I also want Rose to speak on, which is you will be much more successful if you understand your place in the Facebook food chain.
Mhm.
This is
Yes.
something I wish I had understood when I started advertising. Yes, you're giving your hard earned money to Facebook. They don't give a shit. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
They don't give a shit about you. They have too many people who want to advertise, right? It's basic supply and demand. And mind you, we spend like $25,000 to $60,000 per month on ads, and we're
Mhm.
microscopic small potatoes.
We're drop in the bucket for
We're a
sure.
drop in the
Yeah.
bucket, right?
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
imagine how tiny we were when I was only spending $100 a day. So
Mhm.
talk to us a little bit about that because people get in this mindset where they're like, I'm paying Facebook money and they
Yeah.
don't care. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's exactly what you said is they almost kind of want you to leave the platform because they have too many people. So I think it's, and we're going to talk more about this later, but when it comes to things like trying to skirt their rules and like trying to be clever with like getting around their, making income claims or things like that, like we've done all of that. It's never gone well for us. And so I think it's just good to be humble and realize like it's a gift that we get to
Yep.
advertise on Facebook. It's a gift that it's accessible to us, and just being a little bit humble about it and saying, okay, like I'm gonna follow the rules. I'm gonna realize like my place again, like you said, in the Facebook food chain. It's super critical to seeing success. And once you just accept that, it makes it a lot easier, to deal with.
Yeah, because I think, what you get from this perspective as the business owner spending money, especially if spending something like $100 a day is new to you and it's a big
Mhm.
income.
Seems like a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It feels you're
Yeah.
like, damn, I could make a
Yeah.
lot with $3,000 a month, right? But
Yeah.
you're not going to set yourself up for the long term success. That
Yeah.
remember, we're trying to break the cycle of you trying advertising and it not working, or you being too afraid.
Mhm.
If you're going to really go all in, it is helpful to know, like you said. I was going to use the word privilege. I also like gift. It's a gift
Yeah.
to be here, and I love the word
Yeah.
humility because I think we do need to be. It's accessible to us. Back then, you used to
Mhm.
spend millions of dollars to advertise,
Yeah.
and we're lucky we get
Yeah.
to spend as
Yeah.
little as $100 a day.
Yeah.
So, another thing I want you to know is that you're going to shit yourself constantly. It's going to have a lot of ups and downs, but you're going to survive. And we're going to talk more about this throughout the course, but we've really had some really tough experiences with Facebook ads.
Mhm.
It's been painful and crying and like
Drinking margaritas.
drinking margaritas. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That, you never forget it, but you also
Yeah.
survive it, and it really makes you you're more confident as an advertiser. And so see those moments of fear and panic as a gift that's teaching you something, because that's
Mhm.
really what it is.
Mhm.
To that point, and I know Rose is going to talk about this later, but I want to also add this from the perspective of the business owner spending the money. You're going to be tempted to turn your ads off out of sheer terror. Don't. If you turn ads off, do it calmly and because it follows our guidelines for turning an ad.
Yeah.
Sometimes you will turn an
Mhm.
ad off, and that's fine. We're not saying keep every ad running from now to the end of time, but don't do it out of terror. Never make a decision to turn an ad off out of panic or scarcity. You just can't. You're going to be tempted to, and the urge is going to be like a drunk trying to like resist a drink. Like it will be compelling. You will feel
Yeah.
compulsive to turn your ads.
Mhm.
Very strong urge to do it. Don't turn your ads off when you're in a calm state of mind because it logically follows our guidelines for turning ads off.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to add, I wish somebody had. We actually noticed a big success for us when we started doing this. We found a Facebook group that all was for Facebook advertisers, and we're going to link to a
Mhm.
description of this video. I think it's really important to immerse yourself in a community where advertising on a regular daily basis is normal. It just helps normalize the insane,
Mhm.
insane to try
Mhm.
ads. And we got a lot calmer and a lot more like even keel when we joined this Facebook group. What is it called, Rose? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's just something like Facebook ad hacks or
I
something
think
like
it's
that. Like something super simple. But it's a great group, and I think there's like hundreds of thousands of people in it. So it's a wide community of people
yeah,
like that.
and you get support, which is great, but you
Yeah.
also get the feeling of like like we're all in this ship together and we're all in this shit together.
Yes. Yes.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. And there's sometimes where it's like your ads are, performing a little less than normal or a little less good. And people put in there like, hey, is everybody else's ad sucking right now? And everyone's like, yeah. And then that makes you realize, okay, it's not just me. It's not a problem I need to fix. This is just a time in the Facebook timeline, like it's just Coca-Cola needs to advertise more that day. So the little small businesses get pushed out, or whatever. Like
yeah,
it just helps
yeah,
you feel like it's okay. It's not just me.
yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, that's because that's exactly it. The community helps you realize, oh, I don't need to massively tweak my ads. It's
Mhm.
part of what's going on. So I think that's really
Yep.
invaluable feedback, and you're
Yes.
connected to the pulse of Facebook advertising, which I think is really
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
cool. So two more things that I think are important that anything Rose wants to add. When you see ads in your Instagram or Facebook feed, see it as an opportunity to learn instead of just mindlessly
Mhm.
scrolling. So start reverse engineering
Mhm.
what the ads are doing. Pay attention to the ads that catch your eye. Start reading the comments on the ads. Like, what are people commenting underneath it? The comments. I'm sure Rose has something coming up for like handling.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a whole nother thing, right? Is like how do you handle the comments that come on your ads? So just see the advertising in your feed as an opportunity to learn instead of just consuming, right? Instead of just
Yeah.
scrolling and being mindless. It's an opportunity to learn. And like what I really what I want to just dig a little deeper with that. What I want you to do is stop being a consumer and start being somebody who sells. Like you're an advertiser now. It's an identity shift. You're not somebody who's marketed to, you market to other people. You're a marketer now. And so I want you to start
Mhm.
seeing yourself differently. You're not somebody that just, oh, I see an ad and I click it and I buy. You're somebody who actually runs the ads that consumers see and consumers buy from. So I want you to start thinking of yourself differently. And a really good way to practice that is by reverse engineering. Oh, I wonder why they did that. Or, oh, this ad isn't so great. I like this one. But just start reverse engineering and paying attention to it and watching it from a different perspective. And
Yeah,
then
I think that's really good. And I know sorry, I'm just gonna add one
good.
thing. When I first started working with Maria, what I did is I went to every single like person in her industry, very similar industries, and went to like their Instagram profiles or their Facebook profiles and just kind of clicked on a few of their things. And then what happened is I got retargeted. So I got to see all the ads of people in our similar industry. So you can see like, okay, these people kind of know what's working. They've been advertising for a while. What are they doing that's working? Like Marie said, dissecting it. So being in your industry and viewing ads from your industry is also very important. From your competitors is very important part of the process.
Yeah, and actually, I want to like walk through that again because I don't want them to miss that. What
Mm,
I That's a great takeaway piece of homework right there is go to your competitors, look at their stuff, click around, click some other ads if you see
mhm.
ads, go to their website, click on their checkout pages, and what they're going to do is they will retarget to you, meaning they will show more ads to you and you'll start to see like
Mhm.
Rose said what's working. So that's a like
Yeah.
that's a great hack honestly. So I would do that right away and just, click on 4 or 5
You will
people.
never stop seeing them. So
Yeah, exactly.
you will get them instantly. I think it's like literally within minutes you'll start to see stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's a great.
it's very effective.
See, this is just the beginning. I'm excited for all these candidates. Okay, finally, last thing that I want you to know is we got pretty serious in this, right? We talked about some of the pitfalls, and we talked about just like, oh, if Facebook doesn't give a shit about you, and it's scary, right? Like you're spending $100 a day, and like all this is scary. But I also want to remind you that this is worth it. It's worth the blood, sweat, and tears to get here. I mean, Rose just had a baby, and for me as a business owner, she was able to take like as much of a maternity leave as she wanted to. And frankly, you're still kind of on maternity leave right now.
Yeah, yeah,
We're
I
just doing
am.
it for
It's
fun.
been amazing.
And as a business owner, I can directly look at it and say, look, learning advertising has helped me maintain, we're closer to $200,000 months now than we are to 100,000. And I would not have been able to maintain that without the ads machine that I built. And that's had a ripple effect on my life, on my daughter's life, on my sister's life, on her daughter's life. And it's just worth it. I think that's what I want you to know is like, you are the business, and I'm talking to you like business owner to business owner. This shit is worth it because if you felt the call, this is my belief, if you felt a call to become a business owner, that means that you're capable of becoming a business owner because people who don't want, like, if you aren't called, you aren't capable. And if you are called, you are capable. And so when you become a business owner, you have the opportunity to create a ripple effect of positive impact in your life, in your family's life, in your extended family's life, in friends' life, in your employees' lives. But you get there by doing the scary shit that no one else is willing to do. And so learning advertising is scary, yes, but it's your job. You're a business owner, and this is going to have a really positive impact on a lot of people's lives. So I want you to say, yes, this is scary, but yes, this is worth it. It's worth the blood, sweat, and tears to get there. Thank God I have Maria, and thank God I have Rose, because they're going to make it a lot easier for us to learn all of this. So that's what I wish somebody had told me at the beginning. Takeaways, take deep breaths, be calm,
Mhm.
regulate your emotions, and it's worth it. Anything
Yep.
you want to add,
And
Rose?
just follow our steps. Like we've been doing this for years, and like if you follow it, we've really made it in a way that I feel like is the least scary as possible because, and obviously we're going to go into this, but we're selling products, and so you're getting a return right away. You're getting a sale right away, and that makes it a lot less scary because the money comes in right away. Some people do advertising where they don't see returns for like a year. That's way more scary. So you're in the hole, you're in the hole, you're in the hole, you're getting phone calls. Ours, we made it so simple. You get a sale right away, and that's really encouraging and it helps it seem less scary because you know you're like recouping some of that money. So it's scary, but if you follow what we say, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay, amazing.
You'll be
Let's go
good.
to the next one.